Hey everybody! Foley back again on a Sunday, this time for Stasis Bone Totem as part of my Foley Fables series, which is where we play games with a pretty strong story element to them. Stasis Bone Totem came out last year at some point. Hang on, let me get the game info as I like to do. It came out 31st of May 2023. It's the sequel to Stasis, which we've already played on the channel, and sort of a follow-up to Kane, just kind of set in the same universe, sort of a pseudo-sequel to Stasis. Anyway, get ready for a thrilling underwater adventure with classic point-and-click gameplay. Explore with 3 characters simultaneously, featuring atmospheric isometric graphics, rendered video, and a soundtrack by Mark Morgan. I don't know who that is, but they put it in the blurb, so he's probably pretty good. Bone Totems takes you on a journey to hidden places deep below the waves. It's currently sitting on an overwhelmingly positive on Steam with a 90.1% favorability. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Critically, over on Metacritic, it's on an 85. It's considered generally favorable. Latest critic reviews, obviously they're going to be back from last year, but we're talking 90s, 80s, 84s. Generally pretty good. 95s, 90s. It's the lowest critical review. Lowest critical review is there must be a 71 somewhere. No, 80. 80's the lowest. Those 90s pulling it up to an 85 over on Metacritic, and then over on OpenCritic, it's sitting on an 81 top critic average. There aren't enough reviews for it to get a percentage for critics recommended. This game has kind of flown under the radar for a lot of people. It is a PC only game, which is probably part of the issue, and it's a point and click, which aren't exactly in vogue right now. But anyway, that does mean it is considered a strong game according to OpenCritic. Games currently sitting on the strong rating are Pacific Drive, Expeditions, a Mudrunner game, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons remake, Splatoon 3, Side Order, which is DLC, and I really don't think it should be included, but here we are. And then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but that's on Mighty. It's on like 90 something. So I don't have to worry about that one too much. Anyway, reviews. The Games Machine, 8 out of 10. 3D News, 8 out of 10. New Game Network, 80 out of 100. And Oh Young Geezer Online, 8.5 out of 10. Alright, that sounds like it's German. I'm going to say German. I haven't heard of any of these outlets, so this should be interesting. New Game Network's Ben Thomas, 80 out of 100. With a great underwater setting and an interesting story featuring lots to uncover, Stasis Bone Totem's mix of horror and puzzles mean it is a veritable sunken treasure. Pun intended, I imagine. The Games Machine's Claudio Magistrelli. This is machine translated by the looks of things. We'll try our best here. 8 out of 10. Stasis Bone Totem is a point-and-click graphic adventure that exploits the classic mechanics of the genre in a modern and appealing technical setting. Although the game was made almost entirely by only 2 people, its strength lies in its horror-tinged sci-fi atmosphere and in its narrative, which presents interesting reflections on ethics. Corporations. I don't know what the 2 people has to do with anything. For that, here's your machine translation for you. The writing style is verbose. This might be a limitation for some. Stasis 1 was very wordy as well, though I don't imagine this will be any different. But it is an indispensable ingredient in the creation of a world that winks at cosmic horror. So the first game was very much corporations are bad, okay? This game will, I don't imagine, be any different, really. It's going all in on how Weyland-Yutani kind of left its people to die and was more interested in the alien than anything else. The original Stasis was more interested in the furthering of mankind through questionable scientific programs rather than the actual people involved in those programs. 3D News is... I'm not even going to attempt it. It's written in Cyrillic. I don't know what that says. Oh Young Geezer is Turkish, right? So yeah, there have not been many reviews for this game, but of the reviews that have been, they have been pretty positive. I have also seen people talking about it online, Twitter and what have you. Twitter, Tumblr, not BlueStacks, what's the fuck's it called? Blue Sky. BlueStacks is something else. All talking about, it's an interesting one. So we're gonna give it a shot. I mean, I was always planning to play this anyway because it was a sequel to Stasis, which I quite liked, even though Stasis was a little obscure. Not obscure, obtuse. That it didn't really tell me to do. This doesn't have mouse control. Kind of a problem for a mouse and keyboard game, but here we are. If I turn the mouse on and turn it back on, pick it up. This could be a short-lived stream. I'm still not getting the mouse. Or the keyboard, for that matter. Is the keyboard not connected? Okay, keyboard's in. The mouse is in. Okay, we're good. I think the issue was that it wasn't finding a keyboard and a mouse at the same time. Okay, language. I don't think we really need to change this, but let's check just real quick. Where's the Ireland flag? Fucking bullshit. Alright, anyway. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna fuck with it. Just leave it as English US. Fine. I don't want to have whatever weird translations they went through. I should make this big as well. Right, general settings. Let's just make sure everything is okay on the screen. The game is a dark game, so it is expected that, you know, it will be dark on stream. I think it's okay right now for you guys. The original one was extremely dark. Really, really hard to see anything. Hardware mouse. Confined cursor is fine, I think, because the Steam Deck doesn't have a windowless mode anyway. Don't know what graphics caching means, so I'm just gonna leave all that alone. Yo, probably not really gonna touch this. 720 because that's the Steam Deck. That's the best it can do. We'll leave the rest of these as they are. Audio. Again, I'm not really gonna mess with that. That seems fine. Accessibility. Text size. We're gonna put it at large because the Steam Deck is kind of small. Subtitles are on. Okay, hints. Hints are on. Interesting. Input. This might fuck me up now, so I don't know. I'd rather you guys stick with this, thanks. Hopefully they do. Although interesting, they do have controller support. I wasn't expecting them to. I don't think the original one did. Cinemas, I think, are just the videos you've unlocked. Obviously, we haven't played the game yet. Right, anyway. Let's get started. Foley Fables, Stasis, Bone, Totem. What's it all about? It's so much darker when a light goes out than if it had never shone in the first place. Steinbeck. That mostly has to do with the way your eyes adjust to darkness. Your cones or rods or whatever have been fried by the light, and it takes, you know, a minute or so for your eyes to readjust, so... Anyway.
Stationary vessel in position. 23 degrees, 10 decimal, 45 minutes south. 71 degrees, 18 decimal, 41 minutes west. This is salvage barge Kilo Delta Kilo 12 calling on VH channel 16. Over.
Nothing on the AIS.
Nothing.
Keep trying.
Repeat. Stationary vessel in position. 23 degrees, 10 decimal, 45
She has some kind of
south.
cybernetics.
71 degrees, 18 decimal.
It's funny she has cybernetic implants for her eyes, but she still needs glasses. Maybe the glasses are just a fashion choice at that point.
I think it's drifting!
Radar says no. It's definitely stationary.
Okay, so the original Stasis took place in space.
Oil rig, oil rig, oil rig. This is salvage barge Kilo Delta Kilo 12 calling on VH channel 16. Do you require assistance?
And Kane similarly took place on a... I think it was a moon or an asteroid. It's where the ship from the original game crashes. There's the Kane Corporation. That's gonna be good, so...
15.
It's Tomorrow's future today. Deep sea something.
Corp rig!
Yeah, fucking leave immediately.
Still no response. No comms, no power.
Maybe they bugged out! Just left instead of dismantling her proper!
Only one way to find out.
I don't know, we could ask somebody. We could ask somebody and not go there.
Up ahead. Hold on tight.
I mean, clearly this guy knows Kane has some kind of reputation. He doesn't want to be anywhere near it.
Here we go. Please let everything be all right. Please let everything be all right.
I don't know. They played the first game. Things will not be. Things are not going to be alright. Things are going to be bad. Very bad. Chapter 1. Fury on the waves. Do they mean waves on the sea, or do they mean waves, radio waves, microwaves? Do they make people just wave furiously? Motherfucker. Hello, motherfucker.
Okay, we're tied off. Rain may be letting up too.
Ha! And the foxhounds are live and sniffing.
Foxhound mapping network connected.
We really think these mapping drones are worth it.
We
Find
have
out.
to map the whole thing. With the salvage reports, there's no way we do that without drones. And we're borrowing them, Mac, not buying them.
Borrowing has a price too.
Look at it, Mac. If it's empty, this changes everything for us.
Not everything. Sorry. You're right. I'm gonna head into the rig.
Hey, let's sync the QSDs.
Yes.
Storage device.
Ah, yes.
Their storage is now current.
Here's active.
Yeah, I still can't find the spare device though.
Oh, it's on Moses. I needed its battery.
Great. QSD on a toy bear. It'll be passing as seashells and barnacles.
He's more than a toy.
Okay, this is a lot. We're just gonna drop this tutorial on top of you. Alright, you can use an item with the left mouse. Select it from your inventory, click on an interact location. Alright, like every point and click ever. You can only use items on a puzzle pop-up screen. Ping to highlight! Jesus Christ, we needed this from the first game. Ping to highlight locations in the environment. Blue means interactive, green means description. You can share an item by selecting and then clicking on a portrait, or grab an item by hovering over a portrait and choosing the item. Okay, so that's what the Quantum Stories thing is meant to do, so that you can just pass items to each other. You can open the PDA to view conversations, tabs, all that kind of thing. Place items in the special inventory slots and manipulate them. Mac can break, bend, and crush an item, and Charlie can repair or combine items. And you can switch characters by pressing their portrait. It would have been nice if, like, tab switched characters or something. Right, superb toy. A sophisticated robotic kid's toy casts a forlorn figure. The patchy fur betrays its age. However, this rare Mr. Kibble's model boasts a learning AI on par with modern alternatives. Impressive.
We should really get rid of these. But yet,
He doesn't want to. Right, how does the ping work? Alright, that's how you know. Blue says it's interactive though, so I can do something with it. I have duct tape. And that's it. That's all I got. Alright. Variety of sentimental knickknacks occupy the wooden shelf. The rough sea has shifted some of Hope's favorite books. The bed, bathed in the glow shed by the fairy lights. The thick blankets promise warmth and security. Family photograph. Hang on. A pile of unopened letters has been stacked on the table. The words "final notice" and "payment due" emblazon the envelopes.
how are we going to... It's just... never ending.
All them bills. Blue Sky medical payment. Can't read the rest of them. Something Star Corporation final notice. Payment due. Right identification is just a bunch of Greek letters? Sigma, Tau, Gamma, Epsilon. Yeah, it's just a... Okay, I think that's just filler. Got a date, though. 22nd. No. I don't know what this is. Unless the calendar has changed dramatically, I'm not sure this is a date. It might just be a serial number. Okay. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out? How do I get out? Escape. Family photograph of Mac, Charlie, and Hope. A cherished memory has been frozen in time. The smiling faces look back from behind the glass. Can I close this?
Hope. I keep waiting. But... fool's errand. Never hurts any less.
Fucking tattoo he has on his head. So I guess this is us, Mac, and then Charlie, and then Hope, presumably? Superb toy. Alright, we gotta cut this open. Like... No? Not? Okay, I had no reason to do that. What's this? Button and whatever this is. I don't know what this is. Something goes in there anyway. It's got a weird human face. That's kind of strange. Alright, anyway. Not really sure what to do there. Okay, we got some more stuff outside. Workbenches. A variety of workbenches have been set up around the deck. Preparation for any salvage or broken tools that may require repair or adjustment. Hope's crib. Rainwater drips from the crib's bulging wood. The bassinet's pink paint has been worn away by the weather, and salt water has seeped through the little mattress. As a result, the impression left by a sleeping figure has almost vanished. Cell recharge station. A salvager wouldn't be caught dead without a power cell recharge station.
Fuse housing is totally rusted. Gotta fix it at some point. You know, with all the free time that I've got.
Okay. Clearly something goes in there. Battery of some kind. Something goes there, something goes here. Nice. Alright, I've taken the fuse. Presumably I need to fix it. Maybe I can combine these? Oh no, he can't. He can only break things, right? That's what he does. Forward. The ship's helm is a chaotic jumble of old equipment, charts, and novels weathered by use. An entrenched aroma of caffeine emanates from a dashboard-mounted espresso machine. Scrap on table. Congealed and rusted scrap trawls from the ocean's depths. Unfortunately, much of this metal has been corroded by sea wash and acid rain, rendering it useless. Why is it still here then? Why do we still have this?
Whole lot of nothing. 1 in a million. Picking up that ping. Of all the headings you could have set.
Yeah.
Suspicious. Dark water. Void-black broth slaps anxiously between the two hulls as if distressed by the chafing proximity of ship and structure. Various plastic detritus clings desperately to the structure wall and the refuse of a once active workspace. That was a lot of words. A retractable bridge, in addition to providing a convenient means to board and disembark, it also proves helpful when attempting to improvise access to salvage, lacking any crew to roll out a welcome.
Okay, let's see.
I'm in.
Systems closely active. All systems nominal.
Thanks, bro.
Radio check, video check, vitals check.
I hear you. You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mm-hmm. Plug suits live. Signal is good. This rig is massive.
It doesn't look scuttled either. There's way too much equipment left behind.
No scuttlebutt. The encrypted handheld device unlocks access to its owner's personal thoughts, messages, and reports. Right, let's see if we have any info here. This is from Kurt Dog Darren, the motorman. Personal log. Looks like another lab is being set up on the Mule. Yesterday's cargo resupply had at least a dozen stasis pods. Hey, he said the name of the game. This morning, I processed a sizable neural cortex vat suspended in jelly. Not gonna lie, made me hungry. Gross. I forwarded the security protocols to Follis. Unfortunately, the asshole still has me by the balls, and he knows it. I thought it was just in my head, but the more I listened, the more convinced I became that it was real. I asked everyone around me if they could hear it too, but they all just looked at me like I was crazy. Well, I mean, your portrait's not helping all that much, Kurt Dog. I couldn't shake the feeling that the music was there, though. It was so faint and ethereal, like it was coming from another world. I've never had an experience like this before, and it's really unsettling. I wish someone else could have heard the music too, so I wouldn't feel so alone in this. Report. Investigate and order treatments for cybernetic degradation due to the salt air. Order a maglev coupler bracket. Investigate required spares for gas turbines and worn gate components. Order security latches for the maintenance lab, and check for new food and film catalogs. Message 2, Babs Darren, pending delivery. This was never sent. Fear that I may not express myself correctly if I try to tell you how much you mean to me. I'm working on digging us out of the debt hole that I unwittingly put us in. I can only imagine the shock and disappointment you felt when you found out I was sure the investment was good, but I recognize now that I have a lot to learn. I fully expect to repay the company and get you out of the debt holding facility in 5 years. Fuck. I have a surefire way of making a ton of cash. Oh god. I need to pay off a few game debts and then I can get my system running again. It'll always be right here in my heart, no matter where I am. Love, Kurt. Personal log. The pill pushers told me to start keeping a dream journal, so here it is. The same dream I have every night. I'm in a magnificent chapel. Large red and black stained glass windows with emblazoned images of Jesus and Mary are staring back at me. 1,000 voices hum in the background. I look down and have no arms, legs, or torso. Okay. My head is part of a seething mass of goop. Oh, alright. I scream and the entire mass vibrates, and I start humming the same tune. My lips are forced to move against my will. A human figure enters from the vestibule and tears my tongue from my mouth. I am forced to look at the figure. It speaks. I do not understand its speech. Father Melvin will be proud that 3 years of religious education have finally borne fruit. Note to self. Juca paste, 4 crates, 128 bags per crate. Don't confuse berry for strawberry again. 25 biodays, suit gel packs. Order tube, cable, and piping spares for the Mule, including replacing a mile of melted 10-inch steel core cable. What the fuck did that? What the hell could fry this line in the freezing Pacific? Yeah, that is a good question. 2 calcium injector units for Dr. Elspeth. Message to the captain. This one did get sent. Captain, are there any issues with DS-15 outgoing mail? I've been trying to get a hold of my mother for the last month, and every message I've sent is still marked as pending delivery. I've combed my settings a dozen times. I'm hesitant to push too hard since Kane takes care of my mother as part of my contract, which is the only reason I put up with this literally shit work and criminal pay. I've spent the last 2 mornings unclogging sewage and scraping more of Kay's sorted experiments out of assorted containers. Lovely. Think I deserve the right to check up on her? Can you help me out, Cap, for old time's sake? Personal log. Bell maintenance keeps tripping the electrics up here, which is a pain in my ass. Kurt, do this. Kurt, do that. Kurt, fix this. So I'm going to bypass Substation 1 and Substation 4. Nuke them both from the system. Of course, that could result in a catastrophic fire, but that would be someone else's problem. No juice for the entire platform means a vacation for Kurt Dog. Dreams have stopped, but the chorus has gotten louder. I can now make out some of the words. Apple trees and pear trees are in blossom. Mists above the winding river float. It's corrupted. Quarantine order as of somebody. Something. Back to personal log. Follis' drone races are on hiatus, which is bitter news. Worse yet, the quarantine went into effect before the last results and payouts were distributed, so I'm left twiddling my thumbs waiting for this whole thing to blow over. I can feel in my gut that I want something, maybe even one big, and I can't help wondering if the greedy bugger isn't using the quarantine as a cover to cut me out. 65 log entries were erased remotely. Okay. Cap's wife came up from the Mule in a body bag. Please keep me safe in your care, Kane. Help me to feel your presence and know that I am never alone. Protect me from all harm and guide me on my path. May your love and grace surround me as always. He's praying to the company as a god? Okay. And then we're back to the start, so that's a little unsettling. Shit. Puddles. Various panels seem to have been pried from the flooring, though the reasons for this is unclear. As a result, puddles of rainwater have pooled into the exposed architecture. Fucking door. Whatever that is, tell me. Conduits. A curtain of dark runnels coats the wall below, betraying the presence of leaks within the piping. The landing. Darkness swallows the other side of the landing as the sound of groaning steel structures echoes in the wind. Can't read that. Stacked cargo. Stacked cargo! The stacked cargo appears to contain disk drives. Water has found its way in, though, and it's unlikely any of the data has survived. Saucer. Sitting idle and unpowered, a Luna satellite dish idles. Rust slowly claiming its surface. The amount of cargo left strewn about suggests the dish's demise may have come earlier. Hastily packed cargo. This cargo seems to hold the personal effects of some of the crew who worked here. Awkwardly handled and imperfectly sealed, it seems they were packed in haste.
That is a long way down.
17.5 meters.
Thanks.
I could make it across that beam.
Nuh-uh, no way. It's too dangerous. I'll find another way across.
Alright, we're not going that way. Alright, so this line's the PDA, this line is probably the exit, and then we have the door release mechanism, which I'm gonna guess is broken. Let's find out. The gate release mechanism. The storm shutter has been lowered. Fortunately, it can be opened with a light tug on the driving chain. Well, we'll see.
Found the power generator. It's not spinning.
Explains why we didn't pick up any radio chatter. Think we can get it running?
Well, it's locked up, but yeah, looks intact.
Hold on, I'm coming up.
Does she have other things to say about it? Nope. Nothing for that. Anything for the picture? Nope. That's a shame. Would have been nice if they had other things to say.
Hey, Moses. Silly bear.
Still don't know what to do with this guy.
I forget how frighteningly beautiful the ocean is at night.
Frightening's right. Especially during a storm.
Though there be fury on the waves, beneath them, there is none.
Says who?
Deep Sea 15. What is this place?
Who cares? Let's figure out if it's empty, claim the title, and get out of here.
Well, this one may warrant some overtime. Well, that looks heavy.
Yeah, no way I'm getting that open by myself.
Okay. What do you want me to do? Okay, she's not allowed to interact with that, so we don't have too many other options. We're going this way. Function box. The heavy storm gate mechanism components are shielded by the earthed enclosure. Okay. Done? Well, there's a problem right there. Broken control unit. Now what? Yeah, I can put something back there, but I don't know how to fix it. This unit regulates and integrates the operations of the door mechanism. Unfortunately, it looks like a fuse is blown on it. You have a fuse. Can I have it? I'm gonna use it, I just wanna... What did the fuse say when it blew out? Sorry, I couldn't resist. Okay, so this fuse is actually blown. Fix a leak, that's not what we need. Okay, there's not much I can do there. I'm gonna give you this back because I don't need it. Oh wait, is this? Use engineering. I can use my technical skills to fix objects in the inventory. 2 items must be in the adjacent inventory slots. Okay, hang on. Maybe I can do this with the fuse then.
These fuse boxes are tricky, but the control unit should work now.
This should do it good as new. Fan blades. The massive fan blades dissipate heat from the electro pump power generation room below. Tanks. A pair of freshwater tanks store water for use by the crew. You're not quite sure how fresh the water is, considering how long it may have been standing there. Probably not great. Substation notice. Blech. Substation notice even. The informative poster features basic information on the power distribution layout for the DS15. The code AAFGJJAA is legible. AAFGJJAA. I'm sure I'm going to need to remember that. JJ is circled. Okay. Storage. More hastily packed luggage, intermixed with containers filled with spare parts. Reinforced walls. The steel walls here seem to have been built doubly thick. While common in construction, encasing and containing high-pressure environments, it strikes you as somewhat unusual to find such a sturdy wall housing rig facilities. And this is locked. Still not allowed in, but we can go into whatever this area is, I suppose. Okay. Swap back to himself. Oh, but secure graphene magnetic lock secures the sliding gate. See about that. Facade. A thick layer of grime has collected within the deeper recesses here. While paint has peeled away from a lot of the piping, it's hard to tell if this is also a result of the installation being abandoned or simply negligence when this rig was still manned.
Need something to pry this lock.
Oh, you mean like something straight and metallic? Too bad someone lost our crowbar, isn't it?
Hey, that seagull was eating my sandwich.
Okay, well, we've got nothing that we can do here. Alright, I think I am going to have to swap back to her. I think we're going to have to cross the beam.
I can do this.
Charlie, I mean it. We can't afford this right now.
What does that mean?
It means when risks catch up with you, they catch up with me too.
But... well, I
Charlie,
did.
goddammit.
I made it, Mac. It's fine.
It was fine this time.
I know my limits.
That's not the point. The point is if you get hurt with our debt, we lose the boat too. Haven't we lost enough?
That's why we're here.
This woman.
Need to check if my F5 key works. It does. Okay, good. Bent balustrade. Something large and heavy forced these balustrades to near collapse. Whether it fell into the ocean below or was cleared by hand, no trace of the culprit remains. The void. This section of the ocean rig has suffered from the violent gravity of collapsing architecture, tearing away walkways and supports as they fall from above. So we're not going that way. containers, a cumbrous aluminum. Sorry, not used to seeing the American spelling. Cumbrous aluminum enclosure stuffed with a chaotic assortment of exotic apparatus and equipment. Exotic apparatus. Oh. Walking over the beams again. Collapsed walkway. The walkway leading to the crew facility has become a twisted mass of steel and cables. Not going that way. Portal window. Condensation blankets the interior portal window, but a dull light allows you to make out the various shapes of machinery within.
Looks like this is the only way in. It's rusted shut.
Not ideal. On the outside of the window, oxidation has accumulated over time, sealing it shut. Punch the window open. Twisted rod. I mean, twisted rod will work, right? You can hit the thing? No. No. Alright. Mac, here you go. Here's a twisted rod for you. That will probably help you open the door. Otherwise, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think we can open this. A warped handrail, likely victim to the same occurrence that took out the rest of the block. That's as far as we're going. Here.
A lot of damage here. Storm must have done this.
Please be careful.
This isn't my first rodeo, Mac.
Is it your second rodeo? Collapsed crane. Prolonged exposure to the elements has essentially entrapped the crane in a thick coating of rust. So, can we get back where we were? What's further this way? Weird. Why doesn't she want to walk? Okay, I guess I can't go that way. Alright, I think we need death drop. The cavernous area below hums with turbulent winds and echoes of ocean waves bearing down on the structure's supports. I'm not allowed to go back, so I'm stuck here. Alright. She can't do anything right now. Is there a quick way to bring up the inventory? Okay, you can also ping with space. Got that. Shift. Roll. No. I for inventory. Just want to check the inputs. It's not there now. That sucks. Alright, we're going so. I was hoping there would be a shortcut key for just swapping characters, because it would make it a lot easier for us. No? Really? Does he have to break it, maybe? Okay, he straightened it out. Yeah, baby, now it's a decent weapon that may come in handy.
And got it. Now let's get that power back on.
I would really appreciate that.
Okay. Installed turbine. The beating heart of the massive rig sits in silence. Generator room. Energy is distributed throughout the rig by this mass of machinery. It's not on. Turbine starter. To activate these old rig turbines, a gas catalyst is used. This old mechanism powers the entire platform, which is rather remarkable. Okay.
Out of fuel, looks like.
Not ideal. We have our rust away, so I can probably send that to her. The hose is also damaged. That obviously won't do anything because it's not connected to anything. Okay, so we need to replace the pipe, we need to refuel, and that's it, I guess. Okay, I can send her the duct tape and the pipe. Send her the rust away as well. Be good for her. What a useless door locking mechanism. Empty fuel cylinder. These babies can run for at least a week without needing a refill. I assume this injects fuel into the gas turbine and starts the power generation process. The cylinder is bone dry. Stasis bone totem dry. Okay. And you should fine. These two.
And voila!
Paired
Airtight.
hose.
There you go again, using fancy words, making yourself look smarter than me.
Honey, I don't need fancy words for that.
Ouch. Repaired hose. The tape should hold for a few hours at least. Give that back. Is he still in the... Okay, he's not. So you get kicked out of the puzzle screen. Put this back. Okay. Game is intent to give me hints. I don't want any hints just yet. We can see that there's space for a third character. Okay, so let's head back to the porthole. Let's not sprint across that. Okay. Maybe we can rust begone this. No?
Rust in peace.
Good work there.
Thanks. Heading inside.
I'm in.
Oh, whoa. It's dark. Power's off here.
Instruction. The crates are stacked in a way that clearly suggests they were intended as a barricade. What were they barricading themselves against? Interesting. Oh. Cool. Okay.
Warning. Elevated heart rate detected.
Oh my god.
Gross.
Charlie. What is that?
I think it's a
It's-
person, or it used to be.
It's a body.
Okay, that's it. Get back to the boat.
Yeah,
No, Mac. It's okay.
it's really
It's
not.
okay. It's a body. A really messed up one, too. We're out of here. Authorities can deal with this.
It's not like we haven't seen bodies before. Remember the Starfall?
That was different. It was a contract. We knew there was going to be...
And now we know the same thing here.
Charlie.
We can do
This will
this.
come back to
We
bite
don't
us in
have
the
any
ass.
idea what's going on here. Whatever killed him could kill us, too.
Exactly. We don't know. We don't know if it's dangerous or if it isn't.
Charlie, look at
So
that.
we stay until we
That's
find
like
out.
ritualistic shit.
Just a little further, Mac. We need this. We need it. You know I'm right.
A little further. The next time I call it. It's called.
Flayed man. Lovely. The final meal of a sacrificed man has spilled on the ground. In the dim light, the slaughter-soaked concrete glistens. Got a PDA, but let's examine the guy first. Oh, gross. Gonna throw up.
This looks
Like what?
like it's staged, like a ritual.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
I'm explaining what's going on, that's all. What's up with his hand? That. There's something up with his hand, but we don't have any items, so... Guess we need to find a... We're gonna have to find a knife or something, aren't we? Gross. Okay, PDA. Is this your PDA? Stephen Cameron, technician. Personal log. I've been assigned to assist Dr. Elspeth. Should she require anything to be lifted or transported. Apparently her bones are messed up, soft as chalk. It's like I'm on Vulcan Death Watch again. Did I mention she smells like zinc and brimstone? 37 log entries were erased remotely. That's reassuring. Message to Captain Haskin. Sir, we've lost comms with the mule. Possible to say for sure, but all the connections going dead simultaneously doesn't seem like a mechanical error. I hear our occupying force is communicating below just fine. Guarantee they've noticed the mule's comms are down and they don't seem bothered. Captain, my take, they cut the comms to control the flow of information from the mule. Don't want anyone accidentally learning about what's happening down there. If I'm right, they're doing cleanup rather than containment, and we need to make sure we don't start looking like we need a wash. Personal log. Cap told me that most systems have been shut down remotely. Any attempt to use them brings up an error saying Deep Sea 15 no longer exists, and it's now listed as lost. That's a little reassuring. Or not reassuring. I did stuff like this during my time with Blue Haven in the 70s. We called it a goat fuck operation. Evacuate what personnel and data we can, then burn the place to the ground. Standard procedure was to set the site to self-destruct. This buys time to generate plausible deniability and shape an internal narrative. Message to everybody, by the looks of things. I'm texting all channels, is anyone there? Last thing I remember was helping move cargo, captain's orders, and then something heavy hit me on the head, knocking me out. Dr. Elspeth was the only one in the room with me. I woke up covered in blood and not a living soul around. What the hell happened here? Personal log. A ton of debris washed up on the landing. Life jackets and equipment from the Sebastian. I won't tell the captain, he is not coping well. Personal log. Oh, sweet mother, the bell came back and... something climbed out. I heard screams, they did not sound human. Message to the captain. Cap, I got the sentry gun up and running, and by some miracle I also got the DNA sniffer working. So if we can get a sample from that skin job, we can target it specifically. And these rounds perforate tank plating out in the field, so anything that gets so much as grazed will be reduced to chunky mints. Okay, that's a visual. The battery was fried, so I spliced its cabling into our power grid. It should stay operational while we have power, and it has ammo. Also, uploads to Luna finished while I was working, so they got whatever data they wanted. Soon after, the system started doing a local scrub of our servers. It took a while, but I managed to catch that it was scrubbing every mention of this operation from our systems. I have a feeling our time is up. Personal log. TikTok. That's all I hear. Goat fuck operations always end in a large explosion. No explosion then? Sid didn't make it. I heard him scream, and then he was gone. Message to the captain. Cap, you were sleeping when I left. I'm heading out now to deal with the old generator. The gas needs a refill. I should be done before anything goes to hell. Lock the door just in case, please, Cap. I need to head out to grab some supplies and start jury-rigging. Jury-rigging or jerry-rigging? Okay. That long-range radio, so this works out for our benefit. Sounds sentimental and somewhat ridiculous given the circumstances, but I will grab some flowers from cold storage. I know Yvette loved yellow daisies, and we would feel better if we sent her off respectfully. Chin up, see you soon, Cap. By the looks of things, he did not see him soon. Vowels. Lovely. A wispy web of meat stretches lazily upwards. Going up? Look, yeah, the perspective's a little bit strange, but okay, I guess it's going up. Whatever craft or device holding them aloft hidden in the darkness above, the strands dance and oscillate in time with dust particles, brought to life by the drafty air. Beads of blood hanging from the tendrils, each reflecting a dot of light, a profane decoration upon necrotic wings. Well, I mean, he looks cool, but otherwise it's pretty fucking gross. Right, substation notice. Your noticing of this notice has been noticed. Right, there's JJ. Still don't really know what these are. AA is gone. BN is gone. The other AA is gone. TK is gone. FG and JJ. Whatever those mean, they seem to be still working. Hanging chains. Variegated hanging chains variegated hanging chains clink quietly in the soft currents of the draft. locked door.
Damn. Without power, this elevator's not going anywhere.
Working on it.
Work faster.
I need the fuel. See, there's a fuel recharging station here. Unknown console. It's unclear what purpose this piece of equipment serves. The best guess is that it analyzes whatever is dropped into the receiver, but it's impossible to know without powers. Tarp. A couple of these weighty foil tarps have been used to cover the steel framework piercing through the center of the room, though not much headway was made before the attempt was abandoned. Okay, and then we have fuel mix station.
Look at this. Fuel cylinder resupply station.
Functional.
Looks it.
That'll come in handy.
Will, me your fuel, please. Screwdriver. Kind of fucked up screwdriver, but a screwdriver nonetheless. Okay, got it in the safe yourself? No? This? Ugh. Fuck, am I supposed to know what this is? Gonna press them all. Okay. Did I just have to press them all? Is that really what I have to do? The other side of the barrier. It strikes you that you're not quite sure which side of the barrier was meant to be cut off. Right, we'll send this back. Back through my previous screwdriver at a dolphin, I'm beginning to think he has anger. Seagulls and dolphins. Right, Mac. Yeah, now we can get that pump going.
Mac, where are you? Where are you?
I suspect I made a mistake. Okay, let's not use that fuel. Let's maybe figure out what I'm actually supposed to do with it. I think it's this. So not these. And definitely not this. So 1, 2. So 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and then 2, 4. Okay. Try that. Okay, let's see if this works. If it's not this, I guess it's the other way around. Seemed like it didn't like that. Alright, let's maybe do it the other way around then. Wait. Hang on. it should be 1 and 3. I think I had that wrong then. It's 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and then 2, 4. I think I did 2, 3. So try that one again. 2, 3, 1, 2, and 4, then 2 and 4. Okay, so it's not that. So now let's try the invert. Okay, well, it let me do it. It just blew up immediately though last time, didn't it? So alright, no cutscene, so I think we're good. Okay, this is working now. Switch distribution control, input correct substation sequence. It's not the first one that we found, so it must be a different one. What do you want to do? PA, JJ. Not sure if this matters. Guess it's these two that we're trying to bridge. AA, JJ, BN, FG. Just scribbled out, so I'm not sure what we're meant to do there. BN isn't on it, so it must be MN. Nope. Alright. Let me know.
That diagram I saw back on the turbine. That might help me get this up and running.
Yeah, I know, but I put that in and it said incorrect, so... Oh wait, what, was it in here? Maybe we saved us. We did not. up here? It might have been up here. Yeah, there's.
Something's not right. All this equipment, why would they leave it?
You've heard of gift horses, I presume.
Yeah. And Trojan horses.
Start is here. Does JJ start? This is extremely confusing. I'm just gonna try them in. I'm just gonna brute force this. Not that. Let's try starting with G A A J A A. No. Try G J J A A. No. Try starting with J J A G. Okay. No. Okay. G. Okay, that's combinations that make sense to me anyway, so I'm just gonna look it up now. Repair the broken hose, full fuel cylinder, take a look at the control. By reading Kurt Kirkdog's journal, note that bypassing substation 1 and 4 is necessary. You just don't bother. Just this?
And let there be light.
Right, it
Good
did
work.
say that in the journal, alright.
Problem, though.
What?
Can't access the rig schematics. There's a security lockdown. Stand by.
Mapping vector updated.
Okay, I'm in. There's a control room through that sealed door on the upper deck. If we're gonna override the lockdown, that's where we do it.
Got it, I'll check it out.
Turbine's up and running. Energized turbine. Roaring to life, the gas turbine sends power to the rest of the rig through an intricate network of conduits. Okay, so this door, which is
So,
no longer
yeah.
sealed.
No chance I'm squeezing through this.
What about Moses?
You're kidding.
He's helped sort scrap before. Already has a comm rig and a QSD. We can trade items with him just like we do with each other.
I don't like talking to him. Every time he asks about,
He was with her when it happened.
it happened because of him.
That's not fair.
I'm just saying what it is. She jumped in after him.
It's still not fair.
Fine, I'll get the damn bear.
Here, take his key. And be nice.
Okay, that's not creepy. Alright, let's go get the AI bear. This will end well.
I am Moses. I am Hope's best friend.
Yep.
Hope isn't here, Moses.
Ah, yes. I remember. The water. I do not like water. She tried to...
Head up to the top of the rig. I need you to squeeze through an open door there.
I will not see Hope again.
Head up to the top of the rig. Get through the door. Now.
Yes, Mac. I miss Hope, Charlie.
I do too.
I miss playing with her.
I do too.
Is it wrong to wish I could stop missing her? Sometimes I feel guilty for wishing it.
No. I think that, it isn't wrong at all.
My Charlie.
Being creepy. Moses.
I do not like water. In water you are powerless.
So what do you think? What are the chances Moses gets violently ripped apart in this game? I'm thinking it's gonna happen. And I'm thinking Mac will probably lose it when
There
it
is a
does.
lot of water here. Water is unsafe. I do not like water.
It'll be dry inside. I promise, Mose.
My Charlie. Charlie Mac, I am inside.
Okay. Now you need to get to the control room. It's on the other side of that bulkhead.
Okay. Cured crates. Various cartons of non-processed food have been stuffed into these containers. Floor. Many months' worth of leaks, from rain to faulty pipes generally maintained by regular upkeep, have flooded the floors and doused the interior with humidity. Cooled water. Soggy pieces of detritus float in thin film of liquid muck that covers the floor crusts. Okay. Yeah, we got a couple of different ways we can go, I think. Ducts and pipes. Pipes likely ferrying boiling water are distilled from the ocean below. I don't think I could go that way. I also think I'm walking in blood, not water. Anyway.
This place smells bad. I would like to go home now.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
Language, Mac.
I know, Moses. It's okay. We'll leave soon. I promise.
I will leave soon.
Notice board. A series of notice boards displaying a variety of materials. Rotation schedules, notice of arrivals and departures of staff, notifications and sign-ups for crew activities, a TV schedule, and regulation reminders are dotted around adverts for company products and personalized iconography. Rot. The unwelcome aroma of damp intermingling with rot permeates this room, a scene of chaos with furniture driven aside and handfuls of paper left to disintegrate in the standing water blanketing the floor. Furniture. The overturned table and chairs speak to a panicked scene, either pushed to the side to make room for something being moved through, or a victim of trapped frustration. Pool table. The forlorn pool table was shoved to the side, dampness has copiously ruined the felt, and mold has claimed much of the remaining base. Well, that's pretty
This
much
is not
useless.
safe for children to eat.
Look at that. Food's still on the plates.
Yeah. They left in a hurry.
Or didn't leave at all.
Okay, we got a figure, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stars. To figure here on a maybe an altar, and then there's a bunch of people looking at it. Who knows? Who knows what that's supposed to be about?
Kitchens can be dangerous places. Utensils, sharp objects, and powered equipment should always be stored safely.
Thanks, Moses. Water bottles. Over a dozen water bottles are reserved for cooking. Whatever chemicals were mixed into the water have long since begun to separate, spreading a sickly stain within the interior. The menu. A pair of menus listing what meals and ingredients are sanctioned by corporate and a list of what provisions are delivered weekly. Rotting food. A sickly green mold has spread across the rotting food. Lovely. Shelves. Whatever was stored here seems to have been removed before or after the rack was tilted over. Rows and piles of processed foods and company-mandated ingredients, conspicuously untouched in a kitchen otherwise stripped of supplies. Nobody wanted that shit. The bear PDA is different. Sid, Cookie Monster Mason, the chef. Message. My Christmas lunch menu is Peruvian string beans and oyster soup. Well, definitely gonna shit yourself after that. Followed by prime rib and pickled eggs with a chestnut dressed salad on the side. Dessert will be cloverleaf rolls dipped in honey, double rations for your drinking pleasure. Personal log. I caught a glimpse of Dr. K's new pet this morning. She's been growing some tumorous meatballs in Baron's lab. I swear I heard her cooing to it as though it were a newborn while she carried it around in a napkin. Her obsession with mixing her bodily fluids into whatever organic morsel she can find is getting to me. Gross. While cooking breakfast this morning, I suddenly panicked that she'd somehow contaminated the ingredients. Not long ago, I found one of her fish in the extended storage freezers covered in pustules. A weird mucus-like goop crawled out of its gills and across the drawer interior. I swear to God, its dead eyes were staring at me as if pleading. I asked Steve to toss it, burn the drawer, and order a replacement, but I can still smell the thing no matter how much I wash. Personal log. I was asked to whip up a batch of Gnite juice for Kurt. Still having those bad dreams. A tasty blend of synthetic opioids, cough syrup, sedative hypnotics, and essential oils will have him sleeping like a baby in stasis. Yeah, probably for a very long time. Personal log. I'm genuinely happy that I went through all that effort to get a transfer topside. I was cooking down there long enough to get a whiff of what they were digging up. Imagine being in lockdown there. I wonder if Abdulaziz is okay. I doubt we still count as friends after the way we parted, but I wouldn't want anything terrible to happen to him. It's that synth asshole Corbin who keeps me from visiting. Gotta say, it's been a luxury not needing to worry about random security inspections, cavity searches, or its dipshit attitude. No longer a holy man, but I've been praying that some black ops thug mistakes him for a toaster and puts a few rounds in his plastic face for target practice. Yet that would put a smile on my face. Personal log. Great news! The company rescue boat, Sebastian, is being prepped for departure. Well, we found... Well, we didn't find it, but one of the other PDAs found the wreckage of it. You've been tasked with loading boxes of reports and crates of artifacts aboard. There's barely enough space on deck for all this treasure, so I'm not sure where we will batten down. Ship's crew seem to shudder with disgust whenever they look at us. They aren't even Navy. These guys look like bullet stoppers. Whatever, I'm too tired to care, and I'm glad most of us will be off this miserable platform in an hour. I hope Abdulaziz joins us. 12 log entries erased remotely. Personal log. Yes, we're part of the collateral after all. As the ship departed, I saw Baron and several executives watching us plead the way a child watches a worm eat an insect from the inside. This was the first time I allowed myself to really see his face. It will stay with me to the grave. Cap D has called a strategy meeting. An animal caught in a trap will gnaw off its legs to escape. We will survive this together. And then we're back to the beginning, and as we probably have noticed, we did not survive this together. And now I'm back here. Okay. Putrid air. The interior radiates an unusually high heat, made worse by a pungent aroma of rot that permeates the air. Where do I fucking go? Doesn't want to go any further this way. Guess I have to go in here. It didn't seem like there was anywhere for me to go in here. Leads back to the kitchen. Oh, this is interactable. Hang on. Roster. A list of names from an ongoing pool tournament. The list of names reveals a happier time when the simple pleasures of a pool league were all that the crew had to worry about. Winner gets their choice of shift rotations for a month. FGAMT and FGAMT, the other one. Very good. Duly and freely, do free. Arnold and Sutter's Galaxy, okay. Shift rotations for a month. It was changed to 2 months. See Captain for getting pool numbers. How does this help me? Who knows? Let's see if this painting is... Apparently I found a VHS. Apparently I found a VHS. I don't know how I did that, but okay. No, this doesn't ping. Where's to go here? Like, there's another thing somewhere down there, but he won't go that way. Never mind, he will go that way.
The floor is slippery here. Children should be cautious.
Sealed door, gas reservoir, a pair of tanks containing compressed air. One tank seems to have recently sprung a leak, likely due to a lack of maintenance. Great. Light flickers through the air vent, revealing a sickly, pulsing light beyond.
You're small. Find a way in.
I will try. My Mac.
Okay, I need a screwdriver. Who has the screwdriver? Yeah.
Goodness. This could cause injury if it lays here.
I'm gonna cause injury to you if you keep spouting out public service announcements. This is a deep sea installation. Everything on it's dangerous, okay?
Just ignore him, Mose.
My Charlie.
This is gonna be a mistake. Hang on. Let me save before I do this, because I think this is gonna be a mistake. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, never mind. You don't have anything left. You have a magnet. That might do something. Straighten rod might work too. You can jam it in there. If I just keep doing this, will it short out eventually?
I'll say this for him, he breaks things apart really well.
Thank you, Mac.
Right, there we go.
I'm in the control room.
Good work, Mose. Now, can you find an access point and override the security lock?
Am I allowed to do that, Charlie?
We're giving you permission.
Can he do that?
Yeah, he can. I've, kind of improved his design. He's a very smart bear now.
I am a very smart bear now.
Is that a smart move to do? Okay, what have we got? Terminal. Every accessible surface has been covered in switches and dials to regulate this massive rig. There's a blinking light on this terminal. We should probably check that out. Papers. Numerous clumps of paper lying on the damp floor, slowly congealing into soft mush. Wet floor. A thin film of dirty water coats most of the floor, perpetuated by the occasional drip from the ceiling. PDA as well. Dead consoles. There are a series of work terminals and readouts, from long-range and local communications to weather readouts and structure integrity reports. But unfortunately, only one seems to be powered. There's a dead guy too. Corpse. Humid air has the humid air has resulted in the skin being pulled taut to the bone. The back of the chair is visible through the bullet wound. We have a body bag as well, and we got a big fucking gun. Alright, we got a lot of shit going on here. Let's examine this PDA
Hello,
first.
I am Moses. What is your name?
He's dead,
Moses found another body.
Getting a really bad feeling here.
Just a little further.
Okay, Donald Big D Haskin, the captain. Classified message. We will make all indulgences to our representative Baron as if he were Kane himself. Message to the crew of Deep Sea 15. As of this 0800 hours, the mule has initiated quarantine. Supplies and water will be rationed, so listen up, fuzznuts. If this is your first quarantine experience, Crockerly only gets washed once per day. After evening chow, one flush only. Get used to the shitter, smell, or pucker up. You get one fresh water shower a day. I'll be keeping an eye on the meters. One meal pack per employee, company, or commissioned per shift. These restrictions do not apply to corporates. We'll adjust rationing to accommodate their schedule and proclivities. I'll be hassling the mule for updates on how long this will last. Hopefully it's only a drill like last time. Personal log. It's been 3 weeks since this lockdown quarantine bullshit started. Somebody really humped the bunk. Miss you, Yvette. I hope you are safe down there. Well, we know she's not. 25 days in, still no updates. Not a word from Yvette. Message to the crew of Deep Sea 15. The banging and shouting you've been hearing over the last hour would be the unannounced arrival of a SEC team. The ship they arrived on, the Sebastian, is moored to the DS-15 Dock 5, which is out of bounds. Do not screw with these guys. They stormed the facility like they were raiding a goddamn drug lab and had itchy trigger fingers for anyone standing in their way. These war chickens are taking orders directly from corporate, and the rest of us are just in the way. I'm available if you have any questions or concerns, but keep your eyes open for goddamn sake. Keep your distance. Personal log. Keep it together, Don. Your crew needs you. Yvette will be fine. Message to the crew. Got more bad news. The weather service has alerted us to a mother of large shitstorm approaching our mobile Chernobyl from the southwest. Our own ping jockeys predict we've got about 9 hours before it hits, so tend to any hatches and bulkheads. You know the drill. Get those supplies strapped down or brought in, and make sure your assigned cargo has been mag-locked. I want everything to be shipshape. Let's not take any chances here. This storm looks like an angry one, and the grunt work will help us keep our minds off things. All the shit was deleted again. 49 logs. Message to the crew. Attention! With the storm rocking in 2 hours, we were given the marching order. Pack up your shit and get to Dock 5 in 30 minutes. No exceptions. Move it. Personal log. Kane's reign. Someone at HQ didn't want us talking and flipped a kill switch. All outgoing net functionality is dead. With a single exception, Kane Luna. It's the only place our hardware is talking to right now. By the looks of it, it's a hell of a conversation. Fuel comms are still good, but our broadcast blackout means they're also cut off from the rest of the world, and I'm starting to think that's the point. Personal log. The mule hardline died. No more chatter from Kane Luna. Screams from maintenance. Personal log. Part of me regrets not boarding the Sebastian when it left, but I couldn't abandon my crew or Yvette. Nice to have her close, even like this. Okay, I think at this point he knows she's dead. In fact, it's probably who's in the body bag. I keep wondering if I could have saved her, if I'd fought my way down earlier. Rationally, I know that if shot both of us, but maybe it would have been better to die together instead of just finding her too late. I'll meet my maker soon. Waiting is agony, I'm just too tired for it. But I think it would be nice to watch the fireworks with her, to sit together one last time before everything comes crashing down, listening to our hearts beat in tune as we join the Nexus. Right. I think we know who is sitting in the chair then. Shimmering plastics of the body bag bulges as though the contents are straining to get out. Well, it's probably putrefied quite a bit at this point. Sorry about this, Moses. What the fuck?
Children should not try this.
Well, I got a bionic heart now. Fucking hell. Let's look at the sentry gun. The high-caliber sentry gun is programmed to autonomously aim and fire at targets identified by its genetic sensors. So it's not going to shoot Moses. Secured elevator. The elevator is barricaded with timber panels and braced with welded steel plates. We're not opening that anytime soon.
Guns are not toys.
locked out of it anyway. Something needs to go in here, but I don't know what. Right, let's have a look at this barricaded elevator, but I find it unlikely we'll be getting through it. Okay, I think we'd like take an axe to it or something, but nobody has anything that would really work. No. Okay. What the fuck? What was that? Why did the music do a music? Okay, never mind. Let's just move on. Okay. Kane Corporation, Tomorrow's Future Today, the Deep Sea Rig. Got a bunch of signal errors. We're connecting with Teddy Bear OS. Sentry gun, the security lockdown. Well, let's lift the lockdown.
Connection secure. Firewall override. Access granted.
Improved. I see what you mean. He's actually useful now.
Mac, please be nice.
It's a damn toy.
Not to her. He wasn't.
Exterior and interior bulkheads are cycling pre-checks. Please be patient.
Mag doors are gonna open.
Activated the gun. I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but I've done it. Okay, we'll see if that was a good idea or not. Okay, now what? Right, Mac's back here, right? Forgot. Alright. What is Charlie doing? Let's see if this door is open for her. It has not. Security implant required. Right. So we're gonna need to get that implant off this guy. Maybe the screwdriver. Let's see if this does the job. Gross. Why'd you turn to look at me? What'd you do that for? There's flowers in his eyes. Daisies. Like the type Evelyn likes. I also can't get out of here now. Let me out. Thank you. Alright, well we got the security implant. That's fucked up. Disabled security implant. I'm sure that's not blood. Yes. Yes, it's only ketchup. Definitely only ketchup. Okay, that's not good enough. I need to wash it or something. To combine it with flesh. Have anything else? I have a magnet. I can have him. No. he's going. Nowhere in there for him to go. This door is still locked. Is there anywhere else for him to go up here? He doesn't really have anywhere to go, is the thing. Deep Sea 15, metastasized corrosion has eaten away at the Deep Sea 15 signage. Okay, I'm not sure where Mac goes. Alright, we'll go back to the bear. Moses. And maybe having activated the gun will do something? Have its power cell. Okay. She might be able to combine. She doesn't have the thing I want. Might be able to combine these two. Oh. Mac can power it up on the ship, I think. No. Oh, I need something to fill this gap. Alright, what has she got on her? Screwdriver? Potentially? Seems like a mistake. No. Not the screwdriver. Straighten rod? I don't think so. I just read the thing. Seems as if the power source could be ripped clear of the juicy bits.
What is it?
Separated the power source from this heart. Was completely embedded into the meat.
Wash your hands, Mac.
Indeed. Alright. Feel the electricity buzzing from this whatchamacallit. Okay, so now we can use that to get the security thing working. We don't have enough to make this work yet.
That actually worked.
What did you do, Charlie?
Just mimicked the sound of a human heart to get this security implant to work. Nothing big.
So smart, Charlie.
I see why you keep him around.
Unable to cycle elevator door. Right. Okay, what the fuck do I put in there? I'm in. Blood. Clumps of dried viscera still cling to the ground, the sight and scent of which make your primal instincts spike. Hope that the splatter was caused by a dropped corpse is hardly comforting. The alternative is too terrible to consider. Speaking of dropped corpses, body bags. Putrid excretions have stained the canvas sheets.
Oh, Jesus. I got 2 more bodies here.
Like the ones upstairs?
No. No, these are worse. And they're in body bags.
I'm getting really close to calling this, Charlie.
I mean, I really don't think you should be close anymore. I think you should call it at this point. Stuff up here. Dark water. Dark shapes occasionally brush against the underwater lights, only hinting at their size and form as they slide through the water. I can't get over there just yet.
What the hell? This isn't an oil rig, Mac. It's some kind of lab.
Yeah, I see it. It explains why there's no AIS. Yeah. They're operating off the grid out here.
But why?
You think AIS is automated something signal? Hey, Elspeth, biochemist, is the one who had soft bones or something. Personal log. Slowly growing accustomed to my condition following the unfortunate incident. In many ways, the noose hanging over my head has sharpened my intuition and emboldened my drive. I am beginning to accept that it was a necessary catastrophe that allowed me to push beyond my previous capabilities. The downside is that I have no one to consult on scientific matters. The other research staff here dawdle in minor work, while the rest are goons trained only in manual labor. My closest peer is the occult expert Baron. Still, we are forbidden from addressing him directly or making eye contact, which is a ludicrous authoritarian move. Still, even in isolation, I have ideas. I've been thinking about how I can turn this curse of mine into a boon. I'm curious to see how it would affect other biomatter. Watching the cook sit at the edge of the platform and fish gave me an idea where I could find suitable test samples. Port. I may not have access to that sexy mule research, but my position affords me some perks, including shared samples. I have been analyzing a fascinating sample from Alpha's old Sheila project. Based on the generated model, its vestigial organs appear to have no use. The eyes were hollow sacs of fluid, and the legs were of different sizes. But Sheila is not the Holy Grail, it is merely an evolutionary stepping stone. Pteropidia sashalinensis. Definitely didn't say that right. 139 is our salvation, but it remains beyond my grasp as a mere Cain supplicant. Message, attention Kurt Darren. Mr. Darren, while I understand that proper procedure must be followed, your ignorance threatens my research and well-being. Unfortunately, corporate is currently preoccupied with organizing the Omega construction, so I'm forced to debase myself by going through you to obtain my injections. Don't confuse these for some farcical dietary supplements. Without them, the nanites in my blood would corrode my bones to the point of shattering, after which the same nanites would perpetually rebuild the shards into increasingly hideous forms. Love it. It is not a pleasant experience, nor one that correlates with a long life expectancy. My calcium injections aren't on the next shipment. I will ensure that your contract is terminated and your mother is thrown to the gutters. Label these as the highest priority. My life and your continued employment depend on it. Personal log. I don't mean to gloat, but my work has yielded impressive results. The introduction of my nanites has revived cells within the bone marrow samples, and they continue to divide at a healthy rate. Moreover, the resultant growth continues to expand exponentially. Will soon be complex enough to allow for an initial biological analysis of the retrieved corpses. I managed to synthesize my very own PS-139 from the remains brought here for Baron. Watching the bioculture mature fills me with pride and relief. It will mark my milestone achievement, one of the few I've managed since we first arrived chasing those signals. I also admit some dark pleasure in knowing I was right to stay, despite Dr. Al-Kabour's attempts to replace me with Dr. Yamada. Unfortunately, although predictably, others are covetous of success. Due to shifting scope, the experiment and all relevant documentation will be reallocated and escalated. Baron will be taking ownership, and the samples will be moved down to his lab. I doubt I'll get credit beyond a footnote. Fortunately, owing to my meticulous work process, I have copies of my work, and that I'll be keeping. Kane isn't interested in giving credit where it's due. I'll find someone who is. Personal log. I've made contact with an old friend on the mule. He is eager to share his findings with me. Message to Sid Mason. Listen here, you little bilge turd. I will personally report you to Baron if you improperly dispose of my specimens again. I won't have the baseborn interfering with company business. I should have you thrown in the brig. I demand to know who else was involved. Personal log. As if working with His Highness Baron and his Procto proctoheliosis problem wasn't bad. Proctoheliosis. Does that mean his shit smell breath? Is that what that means? Nothing functions properly on this floating rust bucket. Proctoheliosis. Like procto is your butthole. Then. I think heliosis is like your breath. Hang on. I need to know. I need to know specifically what insult she's throwing at him. Procto. Heliosis. Spelled it right? Okay, it does not come up, so I assume this is some combination of two things. There's helioproctosis, which could be a different thing. Oh, it's in Urban Dictionary, so yes, this is definitely an insult of some kind. An ailment whereby the afflicted believes the sun to shine. Helios. The sun shines out of their ass. Right, that's what it is. Very good. Good one. Good one, K. Elspeth. Anyway. Personal log. They are all interfering weasels here. If Kane catches a whiff of my side projects, there may be a problem. I've told my connection that our clock is now ticking. Message to Stephen Cameron. Mr. Cameron, I need you to hurry to my lab. The evacuation will wrap up within a few hours. Mule operations have concluded and the bell has been recalled. As such, you will be required to carry specific equipment aboard the Sebastian. I am currently preoccupied with processing and collecting crucial documentation, but I have earmarked the relevant machines for your convenience. Consider this your apology to me for disposing of my core data samples. Oh yes, your friend squealed like a pig when I applied the right pressure. If admission of guilt is beyond your character, I imagine the promise of escaping several weeks of water and food rationing will be an appropriate motivator. Report. PDA K. Elspeth, 87112, cloned to this device. Oh, sorry, cloned to the device this. Right, I probably need to make a note of that. Personal log. I scribbled the code to the Chimera mass storage unit on one of the reports, and I cannot find it for my life. But not to worry, I have the research encoded on a data disk. I am leaving this PDA as a backup should I return. Onward to a bright future. Okay, so this last thing is just a record that she has cloned it to a different PDA. But also it's on a written report somewhere. The wall tiling brings to mind the type of rundown laundromats found in seedy parts of town. Whoever worked here seemed to have left in a hurry, leaving papers strewn and specimens abandoned mid-analysis. Port on skeleton. An odd-looking skeleton. Cracked, jagged, childlike skeleton is displayed on a medical examination too. Okay. Big gouge in the side of its head too. So 180 is written there. See if that's... This is very difficult to see. Around 1400 millimeters something, body is riddled with insect bite marks. This thing, presumably. Don't know what that says. Have several residues. Most notable something cranium. Which I guess is this. Some sort of binding on the bones has something. This binding may be the cause of something. I can't read the rest of it. Alright, so we have 180 here and we have something bone fragments. Read that. That's the way out. That's the thing I'm looking at. So there's 3 more things over there. Room dividers. A row of transparent dividers separates this room from the next. While they do little to bar entry, they convey that only those with valid credentials or equipment are permitted beyond. It's transparent though. Who would care? Padded surfaces. Both the walls and floor are covered in thick padding, presumably to offer protection to any valuable or fragile items of interest brought in for study. Fortunately, leaking water has soaked into the padding, and the sounds and sensation of walking across are not pleasant. Squelch, squelch, squelch. Uh-oh. That is a Stargate. Okay. Carved disc. A large coin-shaped disc dominates this side of the room. The quality with which the stone has been sculpted suggests it was made with modern-day equipment. though the numerous symbols emblazoned on the surface do not resemble any glyphs you recognize.
Charlie, what in Kane is that?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's ancient. And doesn't have anything to do with Kane.
That's a sarcophagus with a weird alien face on it. Okay, a cage of carved bone wraps around a black monolith of unknown origin. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Desk. Various documents are scrawled notes blanket portions of the workstations, otherwise populated by a collection of archaic occult textbooks, academic journals, and digital cassettes. X-ray slides. Penetrating photographs of the sarcophagus have been shuffled amongst the paperwork. The images reveal a deformed body encased in the stone prison. Okay. It's inside the stone. That's a bit nuts. So closed. 466888XXC. I don't know if that makes a difference. We have this one as well. HJ7Z7896. Okay. Kinetic sequencer. The room is cold. Hang on. The room is cold and unmoving, but the machinery is warm and ready to receive input from the personnel who will never work in this slaughterhouse again. Seems happy. Okay, so it's looking for a disk, and then we can type in stuff here. I imagine we can't do a whole lot without something to put here. Documents. Coverstone notes redacted a volcanic rock we have only found on the redacted. Redacted carvings made from an advanced redacted instrument. Redacted, not redacted known. Wait, that's really fucking useful.
Huh. Look at these drawings.
I like these. They are pretty.
You and I have very different definitions of pretty, Bear.
Okay, so something 09 at the top here. Okay, that's what we just read out, and then we have various glyphs that are just a little Cthulhu-y. How am I supposed to figure out the number? All we know is 09. Possibly this is an 8 or a 6. Also potentially a 5. Maybe a 3? Shit. That doesn't help. Now we have this thing. I thought that would be interactable. It is not. Okay. So the only thing we can really do anything with is the genetic sequencer. Plastic sheets. A long curtain of plastic sheeting surrounds the interior operating rooms or quarantine facilities. Neither association is a pleasant implication. Still need a disc to put in here, so I don't think we can do much yet. On the other hand, the other characters can't do anything really right now either. Oh. Not boobs. Do I want to know what's going on with this? Are we just going to microwave this thing? Is that what's going to happen? Do I want to know? Okay, can I do anything else? Doesn't look. See if I can go anywhere else outside of the lab. This way. Undersea lamps illuminate the water's surface, shards of brightness flickering at the tips of the waves. Still, beyond a few feet, visibility is consumed by the abyssal darkness of the ocean.
Wow. The diving bell is huge. I mean, this thing can take an enormous amount of pressure.
How far down do you think they were going?
With equipment like this?
All the way.
Deep. Very deep.
To the bottom, maybe. Elevator diagram. Torn pages from an operating manual are doused with water. The text is barely legible, but it is apparent that the diving bell can be submerged at great depth. Okay. It can go pretty far. Exactly how far, I don't know, but pretty far. Diving bell terminal.
Can you hack that?
Not by myself. Moses, I'm gonna need your help here.
My Charlie.
We got a data disk. Other than that, I don't think we can do much. Alright, we're gonna have to find a way to get Moses down to us. Otherwise, we can put the disk in here. I'm not really sure. I guess this is meant to help. 09, so it's something 09. Possibly an 8. Did they want me to run through every number possible? That's a lot of combinations. It's gonna take us a while. I can't imagine they expect us to just figure it out. They want me to put in there. Okay, I don't think we can do anything with this right now. Don't have any biomaterials. Alright, Moses, what are you up to? You have to get Moses down. Think he can break this? No. No. Nobody else has anything. Can I combine these? I doubt it, but I'm gonna try anyway. Make a spear out of it. It would be good if you could just press a button to get them out of that area. Oh, it just tells me how to do things. Okay. Okay, can we get Moses back there? I assume something will happen to prevent Moses from going back, but did I ever try to go past the gun? I can't go past the gun. The gun is pointed at the elevator. Alright, we'll try to go back with Moses, but I don't think he can cross the beam either. The door still isn't open. He's not allowed to go back. Okay. Mac, I think, is kind of stuck here. Go through here, but I don't think there's a way out of this room. The hell? There's no way out of here. Well, I mean, the way out is the way we came in. thing we really have left to work with is the genetic sequencer. Don't think we can do anything else. There's also the secured elevator around where Moses is, but I don't think he can do anything with that. Oh, I can go further this way. Okay, I mean I can go further this way, there's just nothing here. There's only the way out. I already opened that. Okay. I'll have to consult guide because I don't know what's next. Oh, I can take this back. I would not have thought of this. I assumed this was done. But no, you can take the fuse back out. So we can go back to our boat, recharge that power cell, give the power cell to Moses. Moses can recharge the gun, maybe blow open the door and then take the elevator down to herself. That fuse is fucked now. A little known fact is that these make great improvised explosives. We called them finger busters back in the day. So Moses has the power cell. Doesn't mean I need to go all the way back there. Anyway.
Something has activated behind me. Something colourful. Hope loved colours.
Do I want to know what that means? Probably not. Is Moses about to die? Oh. Oh right, it's connected to the hollow table. Let's go. Back! A ghastly visage floats in silence above the hollow table, appears to show a man-made structure on the ocean floor. Ooh. Papers, numerous. No, that's. So what has changed? Needs target data. I need to give it. I probably need to give it the disk or the genetic sampler thing. Alright, I don't think we're any better because I need to know the code to that sampler thing and I don't understand where I'm meant to get it from. At the sentry gun, replace the power cell, did that. Do the security thing. Okay, we did these a little out of order, but it's fine. Oh, you combine the two codes. Okay. That was going to be the next thing I was going to try. So we have 09 from that one, and we have 180 from another one, so it's 1809. disgusting. I have an encoded data disk. When I close this, I never want to see this thing again. Guess I'll keep it. Just put you back. No? I don't want to keep this, but okay. Chimera mass. Ew, I'm sure I saw the amorphous blob move. I suspect that they grew this from the bone marrow extract of that weird looking skeleton. That's their plan. They're trying to recreate this creature. Encoded data disk. The disk contains the genetic structure of the weird meatball thing. Alright, Moses, here you go. Don't ask. Don't ask. Actually, hang on. I eject him. It's gonna be a problem. I may have screwed Moses here. Hopefully not. Although maybe if I move out of the way, it'll shoot it. No? Can you not see it? Oh.
What the hell was that?
Nothing?
I opened the door.
A door? What'd you use, dynamite?
Guns are not toys, Mac.
He has a gun now?
What are you complaining about? He didn't shoot you.
Not yet.
I am a very smart bear now.
Alright, well that explains how the captain got a bullet hole, because the gun just went fucking nuts. Alright, I'm in.
I'm here, Charlie.
Good work, Moses. I need you to override the terminal inside the big metal ball. Can you do that?
I am a smart bear now.
Get him, Moses.
This place is not safe or happy. Children should not play here.
Correct. This is strictly 18s plus video game.
This water is dark. I do not like water. In water you are powerless.
I know, little guy. I know. You can do it. You're brave and strong.
I am brave and strong.
Smart bear now. I love that he's on it, just sprawled across the keyboard. Anyway.
Connection secure. Attempting firewall
Moses.
override.
Charlie, computer says doors are open. I'm heading your way.
Okay, roger that.
How? Mac, there's nowhere for you to go. Oh, we're locked out of the other two now. Okay. Well, this should be interesting, because I don't know where the fuck Mac can actually go. Is it going to tell me some way he could have gone this whole time? Maybe he can open the door that Moses slipped through now? Is it open properly now? Yes, it is. Okay.
I'm inside. This place is leaking bad.
Seem intact?
It's solid. Kane built it like they build everything. To last.
That doesn't sound like a corporation. Guess we can all meet up now.
Rest in peace, Captain. May your mind reach the Nexus.
You really think he had a transcendence implant?
You never know.
Transcendence implant. Fucking Neuralink. Alright, I'm here.
Those bodies. Maybe a shark attack?
They have no skin
Wounds are
at
too
all.
uniform. Shark teeth rip the shit out of flesh.
Language, Mac.
What about that guy upstairs? The damage on him?
I don't know what did
Yeah,
that.
that was something else. Intentional. Maybe someone lost it. You know, went psycho.
I would think several someones did. I don't think one person did that. Alright, where am I going? Let's check on the bear.
I don't think we should be doing this. We don't have any idea where this thing goes.
It goes down.
You know what I mean?
I'm not going back to the boat. You can leave if you want to, but I'm staying.
God damn it, you take too many risks too easily.
And you don't fight hard enough for things that are important.
Ouch.
Mac, this one time. Will you just trust me? We're all we've got left.
We're all we've got left.
Fine. Okay. Okay.
Like, no K. Alright, I think probably the end of chapter 1. Down we go. It's interesting that they still call these bells. Oh, like the diving bell was a very old way of getting underwater, and that you would trap oxygen in an overturned bell-shaped thing, drop it into the water, and you would keep an air bubble that would let you get to the bottom of the ocean. Of course, you couldn't get out of it because you'd be fucked. They still use the same idea, I guess. They are trapping oxygen in here.
This thing just keeps on going.
Have we ever been this deep?
Deep.
Yeah, the
That's what she
closure
said.
was close.
Not by half. That was under an ice shelf.
Deep.
I love that job. It's good, clean salvage. In and out, no surprises. No bodies.
We are deep.
Yes. There are bodies. We've worked with bodies before.
We should
So far,
probably
there's
address
been
Moses
Far.
if he's gonna freak
I'm
out about the
sorry,
water.
But you know I'm right. You know without this, we're at a dead end. We won't be able
I'll
to.
be underwater.
No,
Just for a little while, Mose.
I do not like water. In water you are powerless.
At least the bear gets it.
oh goody! What the fuck? How fucking deep are we? Is it a crab? I'm gonna guess it's a hermit crab that has a skull as a shell, which is pretty metal. This is heavily reminding me of Soul Man now. Somebody watching us? Or is there nobody at the security station? Mule mobile underwater laboratory environment. Yep. Alright, that was the end of chapter 1. All calm beneath. No, it isn't. Or it is, but it really shouldn't be.
Warning. Docking bay depressurized. No atmosphere present. Warning.
Oh, well, we're not going
Glad it
outside.
told us. We'd be dead in 90 seconds in there.
Not just us. If there's no life support, does that mean there's no survivors?
Were you expecting
Charlie,
survivors?
I do not need life or support.
Lucky you.
Yes. Moses, go for it. See if you can pressurize everything out there.
Am I the boy? I'm the boy, okay. Let's go for it. Can I leave? No atmosphere present in docking. Bay L7, open service hatch. Alright, see you boys soon.
Welcome to the Mule. You
Thanks.
are now in the lobby.
Who needs sleep? Ah, Juca Cola. Juca is a tonic that can be used to alleviate a range of illnesses and neurological conditions, including fatigue, nausea, and smallpox. What the fuck is in this? Floor has been melted. No. The wet floor whispers of a neglected environment. Fucking writing in this game.
Hide and seek would be the best game choice here.
No bodies. No one at all.
And it looks sealed off.
Where did everyone go?
Think they're
Someplace further in?
behind the doors. This guy. Parallel cabling runs from ceiling-mounted ports down into the air compressor, designed to transmit both power and data. Door controls. Let's have a look at that.
Oh, hello, good sir. I hope you all had a great rest and are ready to tackle the week ahead. Remember, a curious mind gets results. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Let's seek new opportunities.
I won't be doing that. The aluminum frame is grimy and scratched as if it had been yanked out of the wall in the past. However, the protective Duraglass panel has guarded the internal door mechanism.
The glass is too thick for a bear. It needs a Mac.
Okay, that one's strictly for Mac then. Will I get a Juca Cola?
This is not safe for children.
Someone wanted food bad.
Yeah, I got myself a saw blade. Don't know what that is. I can hack this. Purge expired Juca paste. Purge expired. Oh. Disgusting. Error, it's too fucking heavy. Hatch jam, call mule maintenance for assistance. Maybe I can just reach in and get it. Alright, I don't think I can do anything now. Got myself a saw blade though. It's like monster fangs, holding it is scary.
I see we have a lot on our plate. Your debt is vital to us. So let's ensure we're all working hard to meet our goals and deliver on our commitments.
How about fuck off? How about that? Air processor. An air filtration pump sits dead, its function having ceased for such a time that the atmosphere has been starved and strained of vital life supports. Discarded equipment. Equipment and clutter were shoved aside with intent more concerned with clearing a path in haste and less with hygienic cleanliness. Bunch of junk. Quantity of discarded wrappers, cans, and containers suggests that this facility was once heavily populated. Now the forsaken trash only magnifies the silent pall. Broken ladder. The ladder rungs hang in half ruin, suffering either some past misfortune or a deliberate attempt to prevent access to the crawl space above. Not going that way. Okay, there's a vent. Venting prevents explosion.
Locked.
Keep looking, Mose.
My Charlie.
Yep, this. Probably the unlock for it. Come on, you can do it. Can I just get in? Alright, stop. Okay, fine. I'll find something to break that, I guess. Oh, still going. Anything past here? I can't go.
Kane Corporation is the journey of the self, through and back to the self. So let's focus on our personal growth and development and the company's success.
You think I just jammed a saw blade in? It is in fact what I do. Now it's blunt.
Oh no, no, I do not like dogs, Charlie Mac.
Just push past it won't bite you.
I do not like dogs, Charlie.
He's terrified, Mac.
This dog is bad.
It's a toy. It doesn't get scared, not really. And through there's the only way to get us out of here.
And if he's ripped to shreds, then we're done.
You care about that thing too much.
This dog must be very hungry.
Alright, how about some Juca paste, crazy dog? Got it. Disgusting.
Remember to take advantage of the luxurious mule facilities at your disposal. They're there to help us relax and recharge, so make sure you use them to your benefit.
Of course, if you're caught using them, you're fired. Hey, buddy. Hope was never allowed any because it was awful for her tummy. Here you go.
Eat. Bad dog.
Well, I think we killed that dog now. From all that shit. But anyway.
I do not like tight places, Charlie.
Sure like complaining, though, huh, Bear?
You're doing great, Mose.
Bad smells. Dead smells.
Sign of the dog. He's busy getting high on that Juca paste. His twin device controls gas flow in the atmosphere as part of the mule's life support system. The optimal gas mix is critical for human survival in this deep sea installation. Definitely gonna get it wrong. I ain't gonna save before I do this. Maybe I'll check some other places first before we do that. I can't go any further. Okay. Never mind, we're doing this. So N3 is wrong, I guess. Is that what we're going for? Insert a gas screw. I have a broken handle. That help? I don't know what any of this means. I can put something else in there, but this is broken. Shape for chewing. Give that to the dog as well. Oh, I can keep going here. Looked like I couldn't go any further. Letter vent. Mold. Small puffs of smoke occasionally discharge out from the finger-like mold growth, projecting a robust, sickly scent. The minute contractions simulating an unsettling impersonation of respiration. Great, the mold is breathing. Luckily, Moses doesn't have to breathe anything. Keep going, there's a lot. So this area is quite big. Don't remember what any of that said, so I go back to that later. I go past this. Organic tendrils. Thick, sticky veins of organic matter have grown along the ducts, a sordid emulation of the cabling worming between various ports and junctions. A cloying scent accompanies the growths, carried on swirling ghostly fumes. Sounds vicious. Fuck is that? Okay, Bruno Perea, I think. Engineer, personal log, mission successful. I managed to smuggle Missy into my quarters. Glad I forked out a few extra ration packs for a handbag breed. Figure I can walk her at night between shifts and stuff her down my overalls if anybody gets close. Construction report. Construction has commenced on the exterior framework of the new site entrance. Fabrication. No, sorry, I read that wrong. Fibercrete fabrication will take about 2 months with the pre-built sections we have to work with. After the shell has been constructed, we can begin connecting the umbilical and draining seawater from the structure. Personal log. Missy has outgrown her carry case. She is most definitely not a toy Pomeranian. Personal log. Ever since we cut into the structure, I've been having bizarre dreams and waking up in a cold sweat with my eyes wide open. In the most recent vision, I'm lying paralyzed on a stone slab. I hear a growl and a grunt to my left. Then I see a naked, crying child to my right. Suddenly my legs start burning and I feel pressure on my prostate. Nice. Then I realize they're cutting me open from anus to chest. That'll do it. I look up and scream, but no sound comes out. Their cold eyes stare into my soul. Construction report. Prefabrication took slightly longer than expected due to unidentified electrical interference, but we finished assembling the outer shell. The crew has dubbed it the blister. By my estimation, we will begin draining the blister, so to speak, in early January. Note, several inspection drones went missing. They are not showing up on the mule roster. Personal log. Review Zombie Shark. One of Brian Henderson's lesser-known monster movies, a shark is brought back from the dead by waste runoff and wreaks havoc on a small seaside town. Amazing. The practical effects aren't convincing, but they are fun. I have seen a shark with half its face missing, and Henderson took some creative liberties. Missy and I give it a 7 out of 10. Construction report. Scrubbers have been bugging some of the welding units. I recommend they be deactivated until construction is complete. Furthermore, I would like to report that Robert Follis has commandeered some company equipment, including UAVs and sample collectors, for personal use. Hijacked drones have repeatedly buzzed our construction site at dangerous speeds. Alright, I think this is the guy running the drone racing thing. Incident report from Mule Supervisory Board, CC Bruno Correa, all contacts. Mr. Bruno Correa suffered a minor injury today when a series of pipes burst on the blister. The violent pressure change in his suit resulted in a dual pneumothorax. That's both of his lungs collapsed. The damage to his lungs is irreparable. A complete transplant has been scheduled and billed to his company account. Fuck. Mandatory indentured debt obligation has been extended to 15 years until the principal has been repaid. Further investigation will be necessary, but the company has been indemnified as per Article 1287 of Mr. Correa's employment contract. We wish him a full recovery, yeah, I bet you do, and a prompt return to his post. Personal log. I feel horrible. Missy was alone for 3 days until Milford rescued her. It's been 2 months since the accident and I still can't sleep. Whenever I visit the dig site, I get the feeling I'm being watched. I'm mostly quiet, but some nights... it's mostly quiet, but some nights I can hear something moving deeper in the temple. I've talked to Dr. Shaw about it and she says I'm suffering from trauma-induced hallucinations. Doctors never listen. I had strange dreams before the accident. At least I'm not alone down there. Sometimes Missy lets out a blood-curdling yelp, reminding me of Cujo with her raised hackles. She also sensed the stirring below? How do you know Cujo? What year is this set in? Personal log. Review. Insides Out 2. I only made it through a few minutes. The scene with the critter moving in the protagonist's belly really got to me. Unrealistic and gross, done exclusively for shock value. Personal log. The last of the Omega equipment has been transported into the temple. My contract is almost up. After that, Missy and I will head to the surface for some much needed R&R, and then we can begin chipping away at my debt. Personal log. Lake isn't returning my calls, and neither is Lester. This is the second poker game they've missed. Come to think of it, Lake has a bounce in his step. I bet he's banging somebody on the mule. Me, I'm a one-lady man, and that lady has 4 legs. Personal log. I yearn to have the waking dream again. It took some convincing. I yearn to have the waking dream again? Okay, it took some convincing, but Dr. Shaw finally prescribed me a fat man. I'm supposed to take the drug orally, but I've heard it can produce realistic hallucinations when taken as a suppository. Of course you did. So that's the road my fat man will take. Considering the name of it, I imagine that's going to be a painful suppository. Bingo! It worked! Time slowed. Rhythmic beat took my body to a new plane of existence as I was pulled from my mortal coil. I was on a granite slab again, but this time I spoke. I could understand the words of the song, and it was beautiful. Something crawled under my skin, into my heart, and behind my eyes. The church bells chimed, and Jesus rose from the quivering mass of flesh. I was not scared, and it all felt so real. Personal log. We headed straight for the ventilation shaft when the screaming started, and who should we find but Bazengand? He was releasing some kind of vaporized agent into the ventilation system while cackling like a deranged demon. came at me with his fists balled up and beat me unconscious with the canister he was carrying. That was the last mistake he ever made. When I came to, I saw that Missy had torn his throat out of his neck. Oh, what has Missy turned into? I must have inhaled a massive dose of whatever poison he was trying to circulate around the mule because I passed out again. When I woke up a few days later, my loyal pooch had eaten what was left of Tejas. Tejas? I don't know. We're surviving on salvaged Juka paste. We have enough for a few months, or at least until the air purifiers give up or reset. I have no idea what the correct settings are, and Bazengand damaged the equipment. I'm sure the rescue team is close. They're not. They have left you down here. Personal log. I feel wrong. All I hear is a rhythmic beat, and it's driving me crazy. Are the children singing again? Their voices echo against the walls of my cranium. We are reaching for heaven. We must ascend. Missy's at my side. Her friendship is all that matters. Okay, well, I think we know who the bloated body is now. Blooming body. Post-human form bursts outward in fungal bloom. A cavalcade of floral growths vomits from a rigid rib cage, cradling a delicate spine. Bizarre vegetation eagerly extends along the surrounding floor, a morbid garden fueled by a necrotic substance. That is a really pretty way to say something very, very disgusting.
Hello, I am Moses.
What in hell?
Is that human?
Hello?
The fucking heart is still beating, Charlie.
Language, Mac.
Those look like flowers? Some sort of vegetative growth?
Flowers. They float too.
Spores. There's spores coming off that thing. Moses, get away from it.
My Mac.
I want the heart, though. Can I have it? What this? That doesn't work. Alright, well, let's leave that thing alone. Atmospheric computer. No, atmosphere computer. A strangely large vine ripples like the sinews of a giant's arm, strangling the atmospheric control terminal.
The Central Atmospheric Monitoring System requires recalibration.
I can read. Thanks, Bear.
You're welcome. Okay, this is just a looky thing, not an interacty thing. There's the doggo. Eating his Juka paste. Dog. The dog's matted coat adheres to its body like a cream fur rug. Its ribs protrude like a xylophone, ready to play a heartbreaking melody. Right, he's about to die. That's definitely not a toy Pomeranian. More mold. Anything further this way? No, this is the way I came in, isn't it? Okay. Alright, I think all we have left then is to look up the notes on that terminal. So... Hydrogen 49, xenon 2, oxygen 1, helium 50, and then nitrogen 3 is here, but it's crossed out for some reason. Okay. Definitely not going to remember. 49 to 150. Okay, so hydrogen. I want that at 49. Currently at 69. We don't want that. That's at 70. we wanted. 1? You think 1 means 100%? Or does it literally mean 1? We'll go with how it's written. I have a feeling probably like 100%. Yeah, you can't actually get to 100%. Right, 1, and then this was 50. Made a nice noise. That should have calibrated it. Not done. Can I approach the dog, or will he get mad at me? Doesn't care. Can I go any further here? No. That's done. Service hatch, inspect the control machine, hack into the machine. Note the settings on the paper. Remove the broken handle. I can interact with these guys. Where the broken handle and the screwdriver, maybe? Not the screwdriver.
And we have a working handle.
That's a plus.
Suggested settings: counter diffusion 54, sat decompression 26. That's right. Yeah, 5426, and we don't have this yet, so we need to find the gas scrubber. pattern from the diagram on the vent to select the subsystem. What? I've done something here.
Warning. Unknown contaminants detected. Air scrubbers are offline. Wheel pump vacuum integrity at a substandard level. Attention.
I still, oh, hang on. I still have to set the IGS thing, even though there isn't a scrubber. I still have to set it. Uh, 20. That says insert. I kept thinking it said insert gas scrubber. It doesn't say that. It says inert gas scrubber. I'm an idiot. Alright. They're fine now. Fuck's sake. Reading comprehension at its best.
Attention. Central atmospheric monitoring system has been calibrated. Attention.
Okay. Do you remember what that symbol outside the fucking vent looked like? Because I don't. Let's go check. Before I get myself killed.
Warning. Warning. This equipment is not unknown contamination detected. Air scrubbers are offline. Wheel pump vacuum integrity at a substandard level. Attention.
Okay. 186. Oh, I was right.
I will leave here soon.
Good work, Mose. Cleverest bear. Meet us back at the main lobby.
I am the cleverest bear.
You're making a monster here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What the hell just...
This place isn't as intact as I thought. Pressure differential caused it to buckle.
Is Charlie Mac okay?
The diving bell's destroyed. There's no way back up.
Bigger issue is we're trapped, and it's flooding. What were you saying before? All calm beneath the surface.
Is Charlie Mac okay?
No, Moses. We're not. It's flooding in here. We need a way out. I can try and break the glass.
Broken glass is dangerous, Mac.
Yeah.
Thank you, Moses. Damn it. The control box is shorted.
You'll have to bridge the short.
The handle won't stay down. The door won't stay open.
What do we...
You get through the door.
But...
I'll figure it out. Get through it. Go!
Okay. Move quickly.
Mac?
Great.
Moses?
Great.
Mac, can you hear me? God damn it.
Remains. Diving suit. Okay, I have an igniter. I don't know what I have that for, but I have it. Fleshy. Okay, I didn't do anything. Okay, now what? What this? This doesn't help me right now.
Charlie, you there? Read me.
Mac, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, don't get too excited. Still flooding in here. Running out of headspace, fast.
Okay. We'll figure it out. Figure it out.
God. Okay, cool. Let me in here. Ah. Okay. 726. Fuck. Alright, over here. Okay. That's wrong. That's wrong. Fuck. Ah! I hate these puzzles. I hate them so much. Oh, that's almost correct. Oh. Pull it! Pull it! Okay. Let me in. Let me in.
Maintenance requested.
Moses.
Hello, Mac. Your situation does not seem fun.
Correct.
Well, you're not wrong. Can you open this vent? I hit the maintenance request.
My Mac. Routine maintenance is important.
Not bad, Bear.
Mac, I am glad you are not dead.
Yeah, same.
More than just a toy, isn't he?
You may have a point.
Where are you?
I have no idea.
I think, an escape pod bay. Looks sealed, though. Give me a second here.
Alright, we're back up. Okay. Think probably a good place to call it for today. Crash? Oh, you're okay. All right. So that is the beginning of Stasis Bone Totem. Continuing on the Foley Fables series. There's my series where we stream Let's Plays of games that have really strong narrative to them. I'm liking it so far. It's really good. It's really well written. The character's really interesting. Some of the puzzles are a little obscure, but a lot of it just has to do with me not understanding the mechanics of the game. I think I've gotten a better idea of it now. Anyway, we will be back with this on Thursday of next week. tomorrow we'll be streaming nothing. I don't stream on Mondays. I was thinking, what am I streaming on Monday? Nothing. I never stream on Monday. Monday's the only day we don't stream. So Tuesday and Wednesday, Banishers Ghost of New Eden. Thursday we'll be back to Stasis Bone Totem. Friday we're going to take a look at Cocoon as part of my Impression series. We're just going to play the opening little bit of Cocoon. Saturday we'll continue Master Detective Archive's Rain Code, again as also part of Foley Fables. And then Sunday we'll be back around to the weekly news recap. Right, I am going to call it here for myself though for today. Still have to get some dinner and then live in fear of work tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for keeping me company. And if you want to catch up on any of those games that I was talking about or any of my previous Let's Plays, previous Foley Fables and so on, you can find them over on YouTube, youtube.com/DoomTrain5. Otherwise, I'll hopefully see you on Tuesday for continuing Banishers Ghost of New Eden. Right, have a good one. See you then.
Thank you.